Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I am here doing the opening bell, which is in about 3 minutes, just covering for Martyn while he's sorting out his technical difficulties. So we just wanted to make sure we cover the opening bell for you guys. So that's happening in about 3 minutes. Let me make sure we are running live. We should be live now. Let's have a look. Yes, we are. Brilliant. Okay, amazing. We are live. We are going to be looking at the stocks for the opening bell. Obviously, there's the Roaring Kitty event today, which will be Martyn will definitely, hopefully, be back for that, which is in about an hour and a half. But I'm sure you guys weren't expecting to see me here. Oh, I've got the wrong screen here. I'm sure you weren't expecting to see me here. Let me make sure I got the right screen. So now I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. Let's bring that camera up and we are looking at your comments now. Let's see how everyone's reacting. We are going to be covering the opening bell in about a minute and 10 seconds. Let's make sure that camera's positioned right. A surprise cash in the attic. Yes, that's right, Craig. Happy Friday, Sensei. Happy Friday to you too, Zach. Smoky Mountains, yes, Craig. Sensei saves the day. Yes, we are here. Let's have a look at the stocks. We've got about a minute to go before we ring the bell. Unfortunately, I don't have the Sensei bell here. We don't have enough time to ship that across. So GameStop quite down on the day, down 20% in the pre-market. So let's see if that changes on the day. We'll also obviously have a look at all the other things in the watch list. We've got AMC down about 8%, Hood is down about 2% pre-market. We've got about 20 seconds before the bell. Pleasant surprise, says John Gradford. Thank you very much. Palantir is down 2.5%. Fiverr is down 2%. Let's wait for another 10 seconds and we can start ringing the bell. Let's see if we've got the right music for it. I'm sure we'll find it. For now, let's ring the bell in 3, 2, 1. That is it. The trading day has started. Let's see if we can put on. Let me know if it's too loud, but let's get started with the stock race. FFI up 11% today so far, up 11%. Feels good. Let's do it. FFI up 13%. Here it goes. Lift up 2.5%. Let's refresh this. Let's see if we can refresh it for the biggest gainers. Lift up 2%. IBIT up 1.5%. MSTR up 1%. The dollar index is having a nice bounce, up 0.61%. Apple up 0.4%. Let's move it to the daily candles. No need to see the pre-market anymore. There we go. Coinbase is flat. Coca-Cola down slightly on the day. Shopify is down 0.5%. SPCE down 0.65%. It's losing its support, which is not good to see, but maybe we come back down to 75 cents. Let's see how that reacts. Snapchat down 0.33%. Dollar Tree is down 0.15%. Microsoft is flat. J&J is up 0.33%. Berkshire Hathaway is flat. Lucid is down 2.5%. Google is flat on the day. What a run from Google. The S&P 500 is actually down today 0.32%. Remember, it's still in that overbought territory of the parallel channel. For me, it's not a buy at these levels. We've got Pfizer flat on the day. The Nasdaq is basically flat. Microsoft down slightly. We have the Nasdaq down 0.15%, so it's basically flat. Yes, Meta is down 0.38%. Netflix is down 0.16%. Disney's down 0.5%. Amazon's down 0.4%. Hood is down 0.5%. PayPal is down 0.13%. The EU 50 is down 0.6%. Tilray is flat on the day. Tesla is flat. The Russell 2000 is down 1%. Wrap Technologies is down 0.71%. Etsy is down 0.5%. ARK Invest is down 1%. Luna is down 0.67%, Baba is down 1.5%, Rocket Lab is down 1.15%, Nikola is down nearly 2%, nearly making all-time lows. Soundhound AI down 2.2%, Rivian down 1%, Palantir down 2.2%, Fiverr down 1.7%, Mullen down 5%, AMC down 5%, and GME down 15%, but rising quite quickly now at the 39. Well, how long did it went down? 36, and now it's at 39. So that's the stock race. We'll quickly have a look at crypto because I am Sensei Crypto. So let's have a quick look. ADA is up 5%, Bitcoin's up nearly 1%, XRP is up 0.75%, Cake is down 2%, and ETH to BTC pair is down 1%. So Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. Amazing. So that is the stock race. Let's have a look at your comments and have a look at maybe some gold and silver. Quickly have a look at gold. Gold silver ratio is up 3%, meaning gold is up down 2.5% and silver's down 5%. This is based off the US report that came in today. Non-farm payrolls, I think that came out today, and that has had a reaction. Gold slides over 2% after strong jobs data. So we've had some strong jobs data. Amazing. Okay, let's get back to the stocks and have a look at your comments. FFI, look at that, up 16% now. Look, I do actually have an FFI and GME video coming out shortly as well. Let's have a look at your comments. Tim Rogers, Sensei, hello. Yes, sorry guys, you weren't expecting to see me here today. Martin, unfortunately, is having a few technical difficulties. So we just wanted to make sure we cover the opening bell. He'll be back very shortly. Let's see what comments I missed. Isabel Sensei says Mike. Pleasant surprise, thank you, Sensei. All mods on standby, says Mike. Yes, today should be a busy day with the Roaring Kitty stuff going on. Andre, check CRNC, please become a member and we can have a look at that for you. It's a members only perk. Looks like I'm buying more laser today, says Jay Long. Let's have a quick look at that for you. Where's my mouse? LAZ. Luminar Technologies. It's down 3.5%. We're looking to buy more. Yeah, it is in a downtrend. It's at, I guess, if the fundamentals are good, it's nearly at all-time lows. I think the lowest the price has ever been is about 1.25. So it is at good value at the moment. Yeah, I would also remember to have some buys set up at 123 as well. I need to make clear that anything I say in this video is not financial advice. Of course, it's just my own opinions. BNRG very low float, says Adam. Thank you for that. Sensei, hello. FFI posts a new YouTube video. We can have a quick look at that. Let's have a look at that. FFI. It would be on there. They'll type in Faraday Futures, wouldn't they? I don't know what their YouTube channels are called. Faraday Futures. I imagine it's called Faraday Futures. Should we tune in and have a look at what they've posted? There we go.
Hi, YT. Hi.
As long as there's no music playing, we can have a look at that in a second. How's RAP doing? RAP is down. We did have a sell zone on RAP, and I'll quickly show you again. But it's coming up to a buy zone, so if I show you this quickly, remember when it went up, when it had that huge spike to about $7, and then we had a few days afterwards where we could get out about 4.55. That was the sell zone I had in place. And then the buy zone is basically about where we are now. 130 is the official zone, but you always buy a bit above. So for me, it's somewhere where I'd be potentially looking to buy for RAP. I hope that answers your question. GME, AMC, FFA, Holo, Meme, Crazy Friday. Yes, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be definitely covering that very shortly. Can you look at COUR? Let's have a quick look. COUR. Oh, wow. This has been on a downtrend, hasn't it? Market cap is pretty high, 1 billion. but it's at all-time lows. In terms of a charting perspective, I can't really give you too much on it. It's been beating earnings. Market cap is quite high. Um, if you believe in the fundamentals, I guess pretty good time to be buying. Pretty good time to be buying, as it's at sort of the lowest price it's ever been. Let's go back to the comments. Let's have a look at this FFI video as well. Good morning, all. Happy it's Friday, says Jenny. Welcome in. What's your prognosis for Fisker? It's not too much. I mean, it's definitely sort of going bankrupt in my opinion. And it's more of trying to get your money out of it, and being able to do some trades on good news and sell it. Buy on bad news and sell on good news. It has just entered a trade level for me around about 4 cents, trying to get it back up to, on good news, back up to around 10 cents if possible. Again, don't put in more than you can afford to lose on Fisker. Any advice on Pineapple Energy? Mike, Sensei, lol, I won't mess up now. Thank you, Stacy, don't worry about it. PEGY, let's have a quick look, and then we'll have a look at the Faraday Future video on their YouTube. If my system audio works, which I'm not sure if it will or not. Pineapple Energy, it is up slightly today. It leveled out around 4 cents, now it's at 16 cents. It's in between its moving averages. Again, market cap of this is 17 million. It's very hard to do technical analysis on a market cap so small. However, yeah, it's already closed its gap. You would be looking for this gap fill, which it basically did the other day, last week. As long as it holds these moving averages.
Andre Mkonjik has become a member.
Andre has become a member. Amazing. Thank you for becoming a member. Can you remind me of what you wanted me to have a look at? And I'll have a look at that for you now. Yeah, so you're in the moving average area here. So as long as you hold it, then you're looking good. If you start falling below the moving averages, then have some buy zones set up around that 4 cents level and the 8 cents level. But if you carry on holding this and get back above the moving averages, there's no reason you can't sort of head up quite high, about maybe back to 45 cents. Again, I don't have time to do a full analysis on it, but it's not looking too bad right now. It has come down very sharply, but you're back at the moving averages, so that should act as some sort of support for Pineapple Energy. Interesting name. Plug Power, your thoughts. Adam, again, if you want me to have a look at Plug, do what Andre did and he became a member, and I'm going to have a look at his stock as soon as he tells me what it is again. Hello, when you get time for CRNC, I think I'm a member now. Yes, you are a member. Thank you for becoming a member. CRNC. Interesting. And what was the next comment? Looking for ideal buy now. Again, just to remind you, when I give my suggestions, it's just what I would do and it's my education. It's definitely not financial advice, and I would definitely not recommend following me blindly. Definitely do your own research, but we can have a look at it for you, and we can also have a look at it as on Alpha Spread as well, which is our AI technology, which gives us the fundamentals for it as well. Thank you for becoming a member. Let's have a look at it for you. So the market cap is about 128 million, so it's quite a fairly small company. Its peaks were around, let me get rid of this interest rates chart then. And we can start doing some technical analysis. So that's where it IPO'd over there, a bit lower. I'm just going to do my full technical analysis, and then I'll give you my thoughts on today's price. So that's the IPO price, the low price there. As you can see, I'm not even looking in the future, and you can see how it's acted as support and resistance since. All-time highs. Don't need to worry about that, but we might as well put it in. Okay, then yes, trend lines. Okay. So it has capitulated ever since it's lost its lows of just after the IPO. It is coming down very quickly. You can't really plan on catching a falling knife. However, if you believe in the fundamentals, it's any point now is very the price of the stock's very low, so you're getting on a massive discount. Um, just trying to see if there's any Fibonacci levels. So you can see that acted as a Fibonacci level there, and it continued on its move downwards. CRNC. Let's quickly have a look at the fundamentals as well. Is this the right screen? No, 1 second. There we go. So look, the intrinsic value of our database is saying it's about $33, and you can see we're about $3 away now. If you're looking at the worst case, it's looking around $18, and the best case is saying $58. So if we have revenue still good, operating income is okay, net income is down right now, but it's expected to come back up. Operating cash flow. Um, let's have a look at the assets. It's got about 100. It's got nearly a billion in assets, and the market cap's 129. And the liabilities, it does have a fair amount of long-term debt, but it's definitely got more assets. Um, it's got about 108 million in cash, and it's nearly that market cap. So let me just fix this camera. So that's looking good. Let's see what Wall Street have to say about it. Profitability score is good. Solvency, I mean, it's not brilliant. It's not what Apple, for example, is going to be, but for the market cap, it's really good. It doesn't look like it's going bankrupt anytime soon, and it looks like it can reach profitability soon as well. Is it already? Um, let's have a look at the quarterly financials. Their income. Yeah, it's not too bad. Wall Street is saying $6, $10, and $21. And if the price is really low, you start looking at the lowest target, which is $6, which is about 2x from where it is now. So for me, this stock looks very interesting, and I'm glad you've become a member because you've just yeah, cash flow, says Stacy. Operating cash flow. I'll leave that to Martin, but yeah, I'm glad you became a member because you brought a stock to our attention, which I'd love to look into more. Um, it's a engages in building artificial intelligent powered virtual assistants for the mobility and transport market. Its products include core technology, cloud, professional services, voice, beyond mobility, and platform developers. The company was founded in 2018. Okay, so the price now on a technical chart, I can't give you a specific level because we've never traded this low. The Fibonacci's aren't coming this low. However, by looking at the fundamentals and the fact that the RSI, I mean, the only thing I can show on a chart perspective is this RSI here is deeply oversold on the 3-day, on the daily, I think it's oversold as well. If we go on the weekly, it's oversold on the weekly. It's never been this oversold. If we go on the monthly, if it's oversold on the monthly, it's just coming up to oversold on the monthly. When things become this oversold and there's nothing intrinsically going wrong with the company, I might be wrong, there might be a bit of news. Let's have a look. The director sells 5,000 shares. That's not much at all. Um, let's have a look at the news. Yeah, I mean, nothing is popping out to me for a reason for this stock to be down so much. So I can't give you specific buy zones because the chart's never traded this low, so there's no support and resistance down here. But the RSI is oversold, and yes, the RSI can get even more oversold, but it is oversold on the monthly, weekly, daily, 3 days as well. So how much more can it really get oversold as the capitulations the end? You just need to remember you're sort of catching a falling knife here. It can go lower, so you don't want to put all your buys in at one price. You might want to buy at $3. The price it is now, $2.50, and save some money in case it goes to $2, $1, because this is a falling knife. However, the targets you're looking at, Wall Street saying $6, $10, $21, the intrinsic value is saying worst case $18. So my first sell level would be around that $10 mark, just below. Maybe I'll be looking at around $9 to be selling it. So whether I buy at $3, $2, $1, the lower I buy, the better my profits are going to be. So it's whatever you're comfortable with. I do believe the stock should come back up to this $10 range, $10 to $9 range. So thank you for bringing it to our attention. And that's my thoughts on it. Can we talk about crypto here? If yes, aside from Mikey's smoky mirrors, what are your thoughts on the crypto world right now? My thoughts are there's just accumulation going right now on in the crypto market now. Institutions are buying it up, and once the retail is ready to get back involved and start buying it up, then that's when the crazy bull run is going to happen. My thoughts have always been that the bull market will the main bull market will be towards the end of this year and mainly next year. So it's just a time for accumulation. I don't really like to accumulate randomly on the crypto market. I like to look at when there's always massive red days on the in the crypto markets. And when Bitcoin drops 20% in a day or 10% in a day, the altcoins drop 40% in a day, and that's the time I like to jump in. I do obviously hold crypto at the moment, and it looks like it's breaking the trend Bitcoin is. So we might start seeing all-time highs this week, next week, but the main event will be Bitcoin. It's going to be choppy. It hits 85,000, it's going to come back down to 60,000, then it hits 100,000, it's going to come back down to 80,000, and each of those points is time to be buying more. And I only like to buy when it suddenly drops 10-20% on Bitcoin, and then the rest of the altcoins drop down with it. But Bitcoin is looking good. The chart. It looks very like there's a lot of strength in the market, and people keep buying it. It's consolidating above the previous all-time highs of 2021. So it's looking good. My thoughts are good, but there's no craziness to it yet, and that's what will come in 2025, I believe. Um, Thanks for your advice on hedge scheme. Anyone interested in BRT? No problem, understood. Thank you. Hit the like for Sensei. Yes, how many likes do we have? We've only got 21 likes and 60 people watching. We do this on this on the live show on Sunday. I have a live show every single Sunday, 9 p.m. UK time, and what we always manage to do is we have more likes than people watching. Right now, there's 54 watching and only 23 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up. CRNC had some bad news about CTO, but a few good news last days come out, but the price is still going down. Thank you for the analysis. Okay, thank you for bringing that information. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for it to be down that much, though. I just sold so many covered calls to the greedy retailer traders. Is the cash flow okay, or is it shorted? Cash flow, is the cash flow shorted, Mike? I don't quite understand that comment. Where are you from? Martin flies the flags from all different countries. Oh, yes. Where are you from, Andrea? Andre? Am I saying your name right? What is the short interest in CRNC? When does Martin have a look at that for CRNC? It should say it somewhere. The short interest. 23.5% actually. 23.5%, so fairly highly, quite highly shorted. Hey Sensei, can you check plug? I'm sure it's hit your buy zone. You talked about. Let's have a look. Where do you have a whiteboard with all my buy zones, don't you? So you should know. Plug. Mike says CRNC short interest 18%. On Alpha Spread it says 23.5%. So it might differ slightly on different places. You look. Croatia, Andre. Croatia. Do we fly the flag for Croatia? We have to wait for Martin to come back, but my last flag update was quite a while ago. Let me see if we've got Croatia. I don't think we do have Croatia. Welcome to the family. Thank you for joining. I do have a whiteboard, but I'm not at home. I'm in the pub. Amazing, really. So plug. Let me have a quick look at it. I am going to be looking out to see if Martin has messaged me. Let me check Discord as well. Nope, nothing there. Okay, so plug my buy level. Where is it? Let's go to the daily chart. Oh, yes, it did. It was about $2.30. Right now, it's about $2.97. So yeah, it's up a fair amount since then. But yeah, the buy zone was 240. It's about 290 now. It did go as high as $4.75, and it's come back down. So yeah, it's 240 is still on the cards. It can still come back down to 240. So that's my still my buy zone on plug is about 240. Let's have a quick update on the charts and see what's moving now. So we have FFIE, look at that, up 34%. That looks amazing. Up 34%. It's looking like we can hit 90 cents. I do have a video coming out shortly on this as well, which gives you all the information on that. Let's have a quick look at GME as well. Is that being bought up? GME just hit $48. Oh my god, look at that. It's so volatile. It's crazy volatile. It literally went up 34% since open. That's crazy. It went up 34% and now it's going straight back down. How volatile is that? It gets exactly to the target as well. If I was looking at, I've got some shares over here as well as on Trading 212, but I've got more of a trading position on Trading 212. I would have liked to have got out at that price. It says that I'm down. My average is $43. We were just above that. We were about $47 on Robinhood's chart. Here's my positions, guys. This is my Robinhood. Let me see if I can give you. Let's copy the link for you. Invite a friend and get up to 175. If anyone from the UK wants to use my Robinhood link, there it is. We both get some free shares. If you want to do it now, we can both unlock, show them together. I'm just getting used to using this new Robinhood web app. How do I get back into investing? Here we go. Right now, it's a very much gambling focused trading account. We're basically 50-50 with FFIE and GME. Here we go. FFIE up 33%. Why is it pre-market? This is wrong. Let me refresh that. There we go. Up 31% today's return on FFIE, which is absolutely amazing. It's actually 56% of my portfolio. And then go back there and we look at GME. I'm down about 9%, and it's about 43% of my portfolio. So I'm doing a little experiment. Let's see how GME versus FFIE does today with the Roaring Kitty live stream, which I've got ready here. I think Martyn will be back to cover this. 41,000 people waiting. 41,000 people waiting. 41,000 likes. This is going to be massive. It's live in about an hour, I believe. 3 o'clock. Live in 2 hours. And this is what everyone's saying in the chat over here. FFIE is coming up a lot, which is quite strange because FFI's market cap is really low compared to GME, but lots of people are mentioning FFIE in the chat. If you have just tuned in, we're trying to get more likes and people watching. We've got 33 likes and 77 watching, so please do hit that like button. We will be covering this later on. But you can see the chat is going crazy. Everyone's saying buy, buy, buy. Everyone's dragging each other into it. Everyone's saying buy, 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 downwards halt, buy dip, buy dip. I love the stock. FFIE is coming up as well, so let's keep a good eye on it. It's coming straight back down. Absolutely volatile. This is. There's people being liquidated both sides, longs and shorts. I'm sure those people going long and that now they're getting liquidated. So now it's back down 15% on the day, which is absolutely crazy. GME is coming down very, very hard. Literally, last 5-minute candle, it came down 8%. This 5-minute candle, it's already down 9.5%. So it's coming down very, very fast. I mean, the minute, it will be on the minute. If you go on the minute candle, it's absolutely crazy. 1 minute down 7%, the next minute down 2%, the next minute down. Let's go and look at the second if we can. I think I've paid for very good premium on Trading View. See that this is every second. Like 1 second it was down 1%. 1% in a second. That's crazy. This another second down 1%, down 0.5% in a second. Right now it's very flat on the second. Maybe a big move is about to come on the second chart. Let's have a look at your comments. MTGR has dropped. I'll be here, lol. Hasn't GME just issued 75 million shares to dilute? I think that was a good few weeks ago. What is happening here, Ralph? Yes, Martyn is having some technical difficulties we're covering while he gets that sorted and comes back for the main event. Yeah, GME, I'm waiting for the next move. It's quite stagnant at $39 right now. Let's see if we get another move from GME any second now. We're also about to cover this event here, which is the Roaring Kitty live stream, which is going to happen in about 2 hours. Look at this, 41,000 people waiting. It's absolutely crazy. Those numbers are amazing for a YouTube channel with only 822,000 subscribers. Okay, let's have a look at your comments. A lot of my trader friends are not getting involved in the GME saga. Yeah, it's not for everyone. What's your chart prediction on Rocket Lab? Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, what was it? Okay, LB. Yeah. Oh, we don't want the second chart. We want the daily chart. Actually, let's do it on the 3-day. Give you a bit of a medium and long-term perspective on Rocket Lab. So my initial prediction was when we were falling out of this support area here was we could have a retest and come back lower. However, we held that, so it's become invalidated. I don't really have too big of a prediction on Rocket Lab. There's two ways it can come back down to support and hold it, or it can come back to support and lose it. There's just not too much going on with Rocket Lab, and I don't like the fact that it's tested the support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 times. If you keep testing its support, just like if it was an inverse chart, if I showed you the inverse. If I inverted the scale, if you imagine this is the highs and you keep testing the highs, what do you think is going to happen next? It's the support or the resistance is finally going to break and you're going to go through it. You invert the scale to remove bias. And if I saw a Bitcoin chart keep testing a level, or if I saw, I don't know, GME chart keep testing the level, I would believe the more times it hits this level, the more times it knocks on the door, bangs on the door, kicks the door, it finally will break through. And that's the only thing I don't like about this stock is the amount of times it's tested that support. So I'm worried the next time it comes down and tests the support level, I can't just set support level and buy level, because it might end up going through it very fast and very quickly and maybe coming back down to maybe the $2.50 level. Or if we look at the Fibonacci, we can have a quick look. It's come all the way down to 280. So I'm not too confident buying this stock. If I'm a long-term holder and I like the fundamentals, then yes, I'll just keep buying, keeping some money on the side in case that does happen. But yeah, not too much. It's not really one of the stocks that's on my radar, which is looking like a great position to be in. If it does go higher, maybe $5 is a sell level, $6 is a sell level. It has broken its trend line, but the RSI is nowhere amazing. It's sort of in the it's in the 50 level, which means it's not bullish or bearish, and the MACD is in the green level, but it seems to be curving off. So not much to report to you on Rocket Labs, unfortunately. Everything is going to everything I think is going to happen never does. It's crazy. I thought Jamie would hit 100 already. 100 already? Why would you think that? It was only $30 the other day, and $20 the other day, and $10 the other day. So $100, that's a crazy prediction. I mean, yes, it can get there, but why did you think it can happen so quickly? Thoughts on ASTI? Wow. ASTI, I haven't really covered it that much. I just know the chart was sort of straight down and then it's popped back up. So, and then we'll have a look at Rumble for Craig. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button. We've only got 36 likes and about 90, nearly 100 people watching. So we're just looking at all your requests, all the charts, getting ready for the Roaring Kitty FFI GME event. We have a video coming out on FFI and GME shortly as well. So ASTI, it did what? Yeah, someone did ask me to cover it, and what did we say? We said if we go on the daily candle, it was on Sunday, so there it was on Sunday. We said buy level there, sell level at 19 cents, literally the day after, in a 1 day period. About a 77% trade was made. I didn't actually take the trade, but just on a paper trade on this account, you can see that the buy was on Sunday and the sell was literally 24 hours later or less than 24 hours later at 19 cents. And the next buy zone for me is this red box highlighted here around 9 cents, 10 cents. I haven't looked into the company that much. I know they're coming on for an interview. It does look like they've got interesting patents and technologies, and being valued at 10 cents for a company that's clearly still functioning is very cheap in my opinion. Let's look at Rumble for Crag. Rumble. Let's get to the 3-day time frame, get rid of some of the noise. Wow, this is a chart that's really all over the place, isn't it? Can't decide where it wants to go. It's not going down in a straight line. It's not really going up either. It's just sideways, but in a very strange manner. IPO price was around $10. A lot of IPOs happen around $10, I've noticed. Maybe there's a reason for that. There probably is. Wow. Let's see if we connect this trend line together. Yeah, I mean, you're sat basically at this support level from December of 2022, where you hit it and you went up straight away. The next few days, you went up about 76%. So you're sat at that now, which is good. What's bad is you're below the moving averages, so they're going to act as resistance around $6.50. What's also bad is you've got lower highs. So it's sort of make or break at the $6 level. If you hold this level, it's looking good for a rumble. If you start losing the $6 level, then having buy zones set up around, if you really like the company, around $5, $4.50, $4.30, just in case it ever comes back to all-time lows at $3.33. You do have a lot of overhead resistance, but if you hold this level here, it's looking fine for Rumble. FFI climbing, let's have another look. Yes, we have had a look. It was actually higher last time I had a look, so only up 35 now. The video came up on FFI, came already out. Show it on the live stream. Yeah, I'll show it now, Mario. Not because you asked me, but because a member actually asked me. If you want to become a member, then okay, you can't spam, so careful how many times you send in a message. Can you talk about the range of FFI and GME we can buy or sell? I don't give financial advice. I won't tell you to buy or sell anything, but I have a video coming out very shortly on exactly that, FFI and GME. HOFV just jumped around 10%. Did any members want to watch that FFI video, or was I mistaken? If a member requests that FFI video, I've got it ready on YouTube if you want to have a quick look at that. Senpai says, Faith, hi Faith, welcome in. Sorry, we're covering for Martin. He's just got some technical difficulties. No worries, Mario. Just be careful of how many times, because the moderators are very strict here. You post too many times the same thing, it counts as spamming. Especially from a non-member, we won't really tolerate it. But thank you for apologizing. Wow, yeah, it's up 10%. How quickly did it do that? Yeah, it's on the minute chart. It's sort of straight up, isn't it? Interesting. Hall of Fame. Let's go back to FFIE. It's up 37% now. We're looking for it to get up to 90 cents maybe today. That would be amazing. Then we also have GME. What's that up to? Oh, wow, coming back down in a straight line. That's not what we want to see. That is not what we want to see. Let's have a look at my Robinhood portfolio. Who's winning the race right now? I basically put the same amount of money into GME and FFI ahead of today, just to see what will perform better. We are still up 4%, $30. We're up much more. We're up around $200 last night. Um, oh, we got a bit of interest coming in. Interesting. Just learning how to use Robinhood on the. Let me give you my link again. If anyone wants to become, if anyone doesn't have access to Robinhood UK, this is the UK link. Please consider using my link, and we can both get some free shares. Just put that into the chat. Let's go back and see what's performing well. FFI up 33%, GME down. So my GME position is definitely not doing as well as the FFIE at this moment in time. Keep a good eye on both of them today. And then we have this event, which we're looking forward to. 46,000 people waiting now, live in 111 minutes. Everyone's saying bye, 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 bye. I've seen FFI to the moon. People are bringing FFIE into this, which will be good for the FFIE people. If Roaring Kitty mentions FFIE in his stream, oh god, FFIE with a market cap of, I think it's less than 100 million, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh no, it's 320 million. So with a market cap of 320 million, that can move quite quickly. I think AMC had a market cap of 400 million before that went up to about, before that the GME AMC created 2020, and that did a good sort of 20x, I think. So that might happen with FFIE. Again, AMC actually has some sort of underlying business, even though it's failing business, just like GME. They do have underlying businesses. FFIE's not looking too brilliant. GME is garbage, buy at your own risk. Yes, Stacey, buy at your own risk. Buy it as a gamble if you like, or just probably best you don't gamble your money. Agreed, says Jay Long. Yes, mods are strict. Up path is weird one with the CEO announcement. Can you have a look at that when you get a minute? What's that called? UI path. UI path. Ticker symbol path. Not heard of this before. Does have quite a big market cap of 6 billion. Wow, that's come down very heavily. $6 billion market cap, and it's basically at all-time lows. Interesting. Looks like it's at a buy level at $11. What's the CEO announcement? Investigates claims on behalf. I wonder if GME will drop more. Maybe it's going to be very volatile. Remember, there's not just shorters involved. It's not just the hedge fund shorters. It's also people that are longing, retail investors that are longing the stock with call options and margin. They're getting liquidated. They're more likely to get liquidated because they don't have enough money to back them. So it's going to be very volatile to both sides. If the short sellers of the hedge funds get liquidated, yes, it's going to have a much bigger effect. But what's more likely to happen is the people that are longing it using margin on the retail side of things that are more likely to have an effect because they're much easier to liquidate them. So yes, look at this, coming all the way down. It's down 21% now. As I said, I would like to have been selling at $47 if I could have on my Trading 212 account, but that hasn't happened. Because the app for Trading 212, I believe, is much worse. The web app is not very good. But GME is coming all the way down. FFI sold 11 cars to retail investors. Interesting, Mike. Wonder if Kitty will meow about Nicola. I don't think Nicola will be on his radar. I don't see anyone mentioning Nicola on the chat. I'm personally sick of hearing and reading it and talking about Roaring Kitty and GME. Fair enough, I can understand why. I find it quite interesting myself, because obviously I enjoyed trading back in I traded much more in 2020, 2019, 2021 than I do now, and GME was one of the fun ones. And then watching the movie Dumb Money, it's all a bit interesting, it's all funny. But it's not all funny because people do lose money, but people also make a lot of money. So it's just interesting to see how manipulated the stock market is on both sides. So it's just a bit of entertainment, but I can certainly understand why you can be sick of hearing about it. How about sound? Mike asked sound. Let's have a quick look at SoundHound AI. I think last I checked, it came back to that support zone where it's turning sort of resistance into support. Let's have a quick look at it. What's going on here? 5 minute. No, let's go to the 3-day. Yes, let's get rid of this. That didn't seem to hold up either. We're in this support zone, which is this green box. Remember, many times we coming back up to it, and then they had that really good earnings we covered. It went above it, and then I said, don't get ahead of yourself. $8.72 sell level. It's probably going to come back to this support box. It did. It held the moving averages, shot up to $6. Now it's come back into the support box, back at the moving averages. So let's see if it holds the moving averages again. So yeah, it's looking like it's in a buy zone for me, SoundHound. Thank you for the suggestion, Mike. Any news on Virgin Galactic? Has it gone to $100 yet? Another great stock recommendation for future traders. No, hasn't gone to $100. Remember, things change and people can change their opinions. It was very close to going to $100. It was about $69. That was really not that far away from hitting $100, but no, it hasn't hit $100. I think you know that. RYCY is tangible, but maybe worth a look. Thank you, William. We're just focusing on members right now. Anyone hear about the Alpatra future IPO plans? Radiant Smile, thank you for that news. I have not heard about that. Let's have a look at these comments again. Very interesting. Sale time. Buy the dip. Just bought 100k worth. I bet that person hasn't bought 100k worth. Hodl. Everyone is selling. Buy. Buy. Cap. I like this stock. Sell them all. Buying more than 7 million worth, says Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve is saying he's buying more than $7 million worth. I find that hard to believe. 10k deep in, boys. I believe that guy. Buy. GME FFIE. So FFIE is being mentioned. FFIE again. The FFIE is being mentioned a lot. So let's see if Roy and Kitty will mention FFIE today. I wonder if this guy is going to take all these super chats as well. Shout out to Unregulators, just bought more buy. It's absolutely going crazy, and I wouldn't listen to anyone there for any advice. If you look at LPA, I can't explain how something moves so high in a couple of days. LPA, that's great. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if we've got any information from Martin. Just send him a quick message. I know he's also working on a video that I sent him as well, so I do thank Martin for doing that. So let's see, what was the LPA, was it? LPA, yeah. LPA. Logistics Properties of the Americas. We're looking at the right one, or we're looking at the one on the London Stock Exchange? Oh wow, yeah. Went up all the way to $600 and now it's at $34 a few days later. I have no idea what. Let's see if there's any news. Yeah, I don't know about the news about this one. I haven't heard about it, but that is very, very erratic price movements. It's coming back down to $12 floor level, so interesting, but I do not have any analysis on that. Can you look at Nvidia? Let's have a look at Nvidia. Yeah, but when it's around $1 and it gets recommended, it makes you wonder. Yeah, I mean, it is a space company and it is being traded under 500 million, so you start thinking it might be worth taking a punt on. I think FFI will drop. It follows GME, maybe, but right now it's not following GME. It's sort of doing the complete opposite, actually. Can you look at Nvidia? Yes, let's have a look at Nvidia. Nvidia, I think it's the second highest market capitalized company out there. I think Microsoft won, and then Nvidia, then Apple. So it's overtaken Apple, which is absolutely crazy. When will this end, sort of thing? Is it like the AI bubble? Is it like the 2000 bubble? Is it like when what the chip manufacturers called, like Intel? If you look at Intel, that was a massive. Was it Intel or was it in no ITLC? What are the big chip manufacturers? What's the name of the chip manufacturers? Not AMD. Intel. It is Intel. What's it? Am I spelling it wrong? Intel. Oh, good. Intel Core. The German stock. No, maybe AMD. I don't think AMD's been around too long either. Wow, AMD's performing well. I remember when this was about $10. $167. That's been a silent warrior. Wow. I don't know what I was trying to look up, but there's lots of chip manufacturers that made all-time highs during the dot-com bubble, but never recovered since. So is that going to be similar with Nvidia? I'm not sure. Nvidia, wow, $1,200 basically. If you look at the Fibonacci, we take it from the high to the low. It's already outperformed that, so that's not much to go off. There won't be much to go off from this either. No. Yeah, I mean, it's the opposite of a falling knife. You can't really predict when it's going to stop. If you imagine these red candles, it's like a falling knife. You never want to catch a falling knife. So at the same time, you don't know when to be selling this or buying it. So for me, it's just definitely not a buy, because you start wondering how much higher can it go. It certainly can't double. You can't have another 3 trillion coming into the stock, so, or anytime soon anyway. So very interesting to watch, but I would be definitely selling at these levels. If I was holding any, I would definitely be selling. And then, but then there's going to be a stock split, and then that's going to probably push it up further. But I'll be selling a majority, and then yeah, it's a tricky one. It's an interesting one. Just watched. I missed a comment. End phase. Malk UK says end phase. So end phase is, it's already been at sort of the buy zones. $80 hit, then the main buy zone around 118. So there's always space for it to go lower, but then you risk not being able to hold it. So the main level is around 110, but then you always want to hold in case it does capitulate and bad news comes out. You want to be buying it between $58 and $80. So you might want to be slightly in, but end phase, it does look like it might want to come down between $58 and $80. So I would be holding on to some cash in case it does. It already has come down to $80 once, and that was our first buy-in zone, but it looks like it's getting ready for a move. It might actually be a move to the upside, and that's why we're holding from $80 and also 115. But if it's the move to downside, you want to have limit orders set up at 55, 111, 117, and then a worst case scenario at $58. So remember, bad news can come out of these stocks, and it would be annoying if there's no cash on the side to be buying it. But end phase is looking okay. It's above its moving averages. It's above its support. So in theory, it does look quite good at where it is now. It looks ready to go up and down. So I hate it when I give analysis of up and down, but we are in. We have bought at $80. We have bought at 117. We are ready for it if it goes up, but you also want to be ready to buy it at lower prices in case bad news comes out. Just switched from Vanguard to Fidelity. We'll add Bitwise ETF to portfolio. Oh, interesting, amazing, congratulations. What happened to the backup? What happened to the backups? Sometimes it's not even about the backups. It could be about YouTube or the internet provider, things you can't control. I'm sitting close to GameStop store now. Mike, head in and say, see if anyone's trading the stock. Do you want to call in live and you can head into the store? I took a small profit on FFI and I'll wait until it drops again. Congratulations, always great to take profits. Can you check Zim? Chump change. Unfortunately, if you become a member, I can have a look at it for you, but right now we're very busy, so I'm focusing on the members. In fact, should we change it to members only mode for just a small while? I think, Mike, you can do that as well. Do you want to see if you can change it to members only? If you want to have a look, I think I've done it once before. Just trying to remember how I did it. Participants. Nope. We don't have to, but I remember being able to do it. I think, Mike, you have the same. Permissions as me. I took a small profit on FFI and waited for it to drop again. Congratulations, Mike. Is GME still operating? Lol. Yes. SPQ pushing up higher. Market gain momentum. Friday's looking good thus far. Is it? Let's have a quick look at the S&P. GME is being bought up again. It looks like. Let's have a quick look. No, it's not. No, it's not. Actually, at all-time lows for today. Not looking good. Let's look in the S&P 500. It's flat on the day, completely flat on the day. So, and FFI is coming down. Whoever said it's going to come down and follow GME, you were completely right. Look at that, come down very fast. Again, that's up 18% and GME's down 24%, so it's not following it exactly, but it has just come down very, very quickly. So if we look at my portfolio, I'll probably be in the red now. There we go, down 5% now. Up $200 yesterday, now down 42. You can see what a risky portfolio can start looking like, and that's why I never recommend going all in on these stocks. Look at breakfast bar. Let's have a look. Sorry, I just got a message from Zach. I was reading that. Let's have a look at the breakfast bar. We love it. We love it. Let's show this. This is Mike and at GameStop. Is that someone filming GameStop there? We don't. I don't think we have a single GameStop in the UK. I think it's very much a US thing. That's very, very funny. Thank you, Mike, for sending that in. There's now 58,000 people waiting for Roaring Kitty. We also have this video from Friday.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
YT, we're going to deliver an FF91 2.0 to a new user. It's been quite a journey. Your short video yesterday gained a lot of attention. And today, we're sharing some thoughts on the company, next steps with everyone.
Thank you, Matthias. Through our joint efforts with the team, we continue to persevere.
Yeah, being able to stand side by side with you in this battle is something I'm really proud and honored of. The upcoming delivery of this new vehicle not only makes our connection with our first retail investor user, but more importantly, it signifies the restart of the second phase of FF91 delivery, the SOD2. As long as we are able to raise future funds for the parts needed, we will strive to deliver one new vehicle per month before we secure larger scale strategic investment.
Yeah, due to the shortage of funds to purchase parts. We haven't delivered any vehicle for 4 months. Restarting deliveries might seem like a very small matter for many mature companies, but for FF at this stage, it's a very important milestone, and it might even be a turning point for the company.
Indeed. I've been with FF for 8 years, and in my opinion, this has been the toughest time yet, but we continue to push through.
Thank you, Matthias. I really appreciate your commitment and contribution.
I know, YT, you have a lot of supporters and fans in China and globally, so I've always been pretty confident and have been encouraging the team. With everyone's support, I believe the company can definitely survive, and that belief has never changed.
Yeah, for sure. With the support from all fans, I believe FF will succeed. That's also what I wanted to say. Matthias, although we've gotten through some very tough times, we still have a long way to go. 3 major tasks. First, to secure strategic investment. Second, to strive to increase production capacity. And third, to implement our US-China bridge strategy for the auto industry.
Yes, YT, we will spare no efforts.
Yeah, let's fight to the future.
Let's fight to the future.
Yeah.
I am muted. What I was saying, that was a slightly strange video, but I think what they're trying to do is just show that they're still here and maybe help the people buying the stock to give them more momentum so that their stock price goes up and they can get themselves out. Just speculation here, but they're just delivering one car and they're making a whole video out of it. So interesting. Okay, let's get back to the price of the stock. So GME is up 36, is that 30, basically $37. So it's up again slightly, but it's very much down on the day, 20%. And then FFIE now is up 23%. It's recovering a little bit. SBCE finally is up to about 3% now. Coin is up 1.21. I'll have to get going very shortly, in maybe about 15 minutes I'll have to leave, but hopefully Martyn will be back with the GameStop stream. Disney is up about 0.8%. DXYZ is up 70%. Let's see if we've got a scheduled, see if the video I've produced is on Martyn's channel yet. Let's have a quick look. I do have a video coming out and I hope you all watch it and leave a like and comment. It's on FFI versus GME, and I want to have a quick look and see if that's been scheduled yet. No, not yet, but I think Martyn is working on that. Let's see what else is moving. GME halted on 212. Really? But it hasn't really done much. It's not really going up. That's interesting. Let's see what it's doing on Robinhood. No, you can buy. Oh, I don't even have $1 available. That's embarrassing. 0.5. No, you can't even do that. It seems to be fine on Robinhood. FFI GME, yes, there's a video coming out on FFI and GME very shortly, and we're going to be covering the Roaring Kitty live stream, which there's about 60,000 people waiting for now, which is coming in about 88 minutes. A lot of comments coming through. Buy the dip, boom. Wow, it's coming through very fast now. $50 now. Over 60 people in here. Trying to read some of these comments. 60k is crazy. FFIE is next. Buy more, buy the dip, buy. Everyone's saying AMC and GME together. Hi Netflix. Apparently there's going to be a second part of Dumb Money. Let's go. So you can see that there's a lot of people hyping each other up, and that's probably having an effect on the stock price. If we have another look at it, it's being very, very volatile. It's coming straight back down again. It's down 22% today, so be very careful. Kitty needs to mention Virgin Galactic as heavily shorted meme stock and flight tomorrow SVC to the moon. Yeah, imagine for a Kitty just goes, Virgin Galactic is the best next thing. And then Virgin Galactic goes straight to $100. That would be crazy. Well, imagine if it just starts listing off stocks. It would just be like, GME is good, FFI is good, Beyond Meat is good. That would be crazy as well. I'm in Novavax only. Country Jack, welcome to the channel. I did want to have a look at Beyond Meat because that seems to be a functioning business, but apparently it's being very heavily shorted at the moment. Does anyone hold Beyond Meat in their portfolio and have any thoughts on that? I know Andy Shovel is sort of a competitor of Beyond Meat. But yeah, I remember this used to be trading at $238, between $100, back to $200, $100, and now it's just been on a down. It's about about $8 now. Let's have a look at it on Alpha Spread. Beyond Meat. Let's have a look at it on Alpha Spread. And then we have, so this is on Alpha Spread. Base case $13, worst case $11, best case $14. So yeah, it's undervalued according to Alpha Spread. Oh, the financials don't look brilliant. Let's have a look at 338 million in assets, 1.3 billion in liabilities. So it does have a lot of debt. 1.1 billion of that is long-term debt, which is not good. What's profitability 36 of, so it's expected to go positive and it's not expected to go bankrupt anytime soon. And there's actually some Wall Street analysts saying it's about $3, worth $3. One saying $6 and one saying $9.45. So I guess this is what it's valued at, is $6, I guess. $8 is about what value is. So it doesn't look like it's a crazy price prediction. What's the short volume on it? Let me have a quick look. 40% of the stock's shorted, so that's why it might be getting some attention. Let's have a look at your comments. Sorry, I'm sending a message. Okay, so let's have another look at your comments. Dear God, printed meat. Look, INJ. Oh, it's going stupid. It's going stupid today. Injective protocol. INJUSD. Injective protocol. Yes, it is. Let's have a look. Up 10% today. No, I mean it's not that crazy for crypto. Up 10%. I remember this was part of one of the portfolios we did, buying it near $1, I think. Yeah, $2, $3. Now it's at $31. That's crazy in a matter of less than a year. Let's have another look at some cryptos. ADA up 6% today. Link up 1.5%. XRP is still up 0.75%. Remember, I keep saying to people, be very patient with XRP. It's a long journey, but the end result is normally worth it. Again, it's not financial advice, but you can see all it's doing is there's more people holding it. There's just higher lows. Just keep adding these onto the chart. You can see all of these. It's higher lows, or at least the same lows. People are holding on to their XRP. No one's really willing to sell it below that 46 cents level. And it does this for a while, and then suddenly it does boom. Again, not financial advice, but I'm happy holding my XRP. It just might take longer. Everything might pump. Bitcoin might pump, ETH might pump, ADA might pump, all coins might pump, and XRP might still be going sideways, and then it finally pumps at the end. That's why I hold XRP along with other cryptos. But I think XRP has one of the best use cases out there. Bitcoin is looking to do a breakout and head back higher to maybe $75,000-$85,000. Theta is below resistance. Bitcoin dominance is heading higher. More people are getting into Bitcoin compared to altcoins. ETH USD is sort of flat on the day. Bitcoin's up on the day. ETH flat on the day. That's why Bitcoin dominance is heading higher. And then something like Cake is down 2%. Matic is down 1.5%. Beyond and BlackBerry, yeah, BlackBerry is another one that they're targeting. Let's have a look at that. I actually did some options calls on BlackBerry in 2020, which worked out really nicely. But yeah, BlackBerry is very flat. It's not really being pulled into it this time around. Apart from the first day, it popped up to around $4. Now it's at $2.80. So BlackBerry is not looking like the one that people are too excited about. Yeah, it went all the way up to $28 in 2021. Back at $2.80 now, with not much volume or much going on. Fisker shares have been suspended. Does that mean they're now bankrupt? I'm not sure actually, DJ Hayes. I don't think I've got the confirmation that they are fully bankrupt. Shannon is here. Good morning, all. Can you talk about GWAV? Unfortunately, I'm focusing on the members. Riot Platform is a good Bitcoin mining stock. Thank you for that information. What do you think is going to happen with Verb Technology? Again, I'm focusing on the members. Sensei is ASTI in the buy zone. ASTI is hard to, it's not a specific buy zone, it's a very small market cap stock, but we did have a zone for it, didn't we? Let's have a quick look. I hate the chart because it thinks that once upon a time the stock was valued at $1 million or something. So you have to really zoom in to get to 11 cents. No, the buy zone for ASTI I've got now is about 9 cents, 10 cents, 9 cents, so not really. That's what I was trying to zoom into. Yeah, about 9 cents, 10 cents. You can see the chart is, you can keep zooming out forever. So just keeping an eye on the clock. Might need to leave very soon. But we do have Martyn is confident he'll be back for the next event, which I'll show you now. Is here. It's a Roaring Kitty event. A bit of fun, bit of news. This will go down in history, whether you like it or not. It's good to keep an eye on it as it is news. CNBC will be covering it, and I'm talking about it afterwards. So, as a channel, I think it's good that Martyn's covering it. So that will hopefully be in about 20 minutes. Martyn will be going live there. That is the link for that. So make sure you tune in, and then the actual stream starts in an hour. So even if he doesn't make it on time, he's very confident he will have it sorted by then. Let's see if there's any final requests. Otherwise, I'll have to get going. Let me just watch that video. Robinhood is not looking great for me. It's just a fun experiment. I want to be seeing it during the Roaring Kitty event as well. See what performs better, GME or FFI. I mean, of course, I'd like to make money from it as well, but I haven't put in. I put in what I certainly can afford to lose. Okay. We have no more comments. If you have enjoyed the show, do hit a like button. We're going to be ending the show, and hopefully Martyn will be back with us in about half an hour for the next show. and keep an eye out for my video. It should be coming out on the channel shortly. Please do watch it, and leave your thoughts and likes in the comments section below. I wonder if Warren could cash in $1 billion on a YouTube live stream. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I think he actually hit $1 billion on paper last night, and I think the stock hit $76, meaning he had about $1 billion on in paper money. So he could have sold, but apparently he hasn't sold. So that'll be interesting. Imagine if he just goes live and he goes, "Okay, I'll put $1 billion. I'm going to dump on everyone." That'll be funny. Have a final look. Thank you for subscribing. Very interesting. The biggest gainer on my watch list today is FFI, and the biggest loser on my watch list is GME. FSRN, let's have a quick look. I don't think it's suspended. No, it's still trading, I think. Oh, has it stopped trading? It was trading not long ago, 2:30. Yeah, I mean, it's not trading currently, but sometimes it gets halted, so we'll keep an eye on that for you guys. But for the last 10 minutes, it doesn't seem like there's been any price action. Where do you jump in on GME? $40 or something. Thank you, Sensei. Okay, thank you all. We look forward to Martyn's stream. He should be back shortly, and keep an eye out for the video that's coming out. Watch that, leave a like, leave a comment, watch it all the way through. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.